Honolulu fire investigators are trying to determine the cause of a dramatic high-rise fire near Ala Moana. Fire broke out on the 8th floor apartment at the Pacific Grand condos on Amana Street. Residents are concerned about not hearing fire alarms. KITV4's Jill Kuramoto has our top story.
This was the scene just after 10 o'clock last night. Flames shooting out from apartment number 810 of the Pacific Grand. Maggie Bayer lives on the 12th floor and said the smell of smoke is what first alerted her to a fire.
I could smell smoke, checked my apartment, and then went up the hall, checked the elevator, which told me that there was a fire in the building.
Residents had to make their way down the stairs when the elevators shut off.
Smoke filled up in the hallways. You could see it like even in the staircase and everything. It wasn't too thick when we headed out, but it got pretty bad after, it looked like.
Most residents evacuated, but it appears not everyone left the building, as you can see from what our camera caught at the height of the fire. Today, fire investigators were sifting through the gutted apartment. The tenant, who lives alone in the unit, wasn't home at the time of the fire, and there were no injuries.
The Pacific Grand is one of those buildings that was built before sprinklers were required. But HFD says that the building's dry standpipes were working, which is what helped them put out the fire.
But residents are wondering why no one heard a fire alarm in the building. A fire department spokesman says it's possible no one pulled the fire alarm. Clinton Wolf, who lives almost directly above the fire, said his smoke detectors went off inside his unit, and he said he had no time to think about a fire alarm.
At the time, no. I just trying to help everybody get out and who needed assistance.
Firefighters had the fire under control within 40 minutes and were able to contain the fire to the one apartment. But there is water damage to surrounding units. Jill Kuramoto, KITV4 News.
Damage is estimated at $120,000. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.